Thank you for continuing to tune in. If you didn't catch the first segment of our show is tackling questions with teenagers. There are some things that may be on your kids' mind that they're not able to basically talk to you about. I feel all the kids should have a safe haven, if it's not within you, somewhere where they can actually talk with someone about things that they are going through. Some people don't even ask their kids how are their day. Some kids don't ask. Some kids aren't even asked have they ate. What was their day like? Has anyone violated you? Were you bullied today? So we're creating a round table that we can get these questions going and ask. Also, you can comment in the box if you have any questions. Also, you can leave some questions there, and when we do our second show, we're gonna work on number 2. We'll basically try to answer some of those questions starting off with that show. So we're gonna get into our next question. Once again, it's Keela,
Dynitra, Brianna,
and we're here to be a help to you, mothers out there, and teenagers. So our next question will be
teen pregnancy.
Teen pregnancy. Interesting topic. So what do you want to talk about with teen pregnancies? Okay, so Brianna's going to start off.
So how y'all feel like if your child, like some kids are scared to come tell their parents that they're pregnant because y'all gonna kill, we feel like y'all gonna kill us. y'all gonna kill them. Y'all gonna just take it overboard, like
that's a death sentence.
Or like y'all gonna kick us out. Like, or we gonna feel like we're not loved anymore. Like, and I feel like if you watch videos on YouTube, some people have good supportive backgrounds, so they go through it easily. Like their parents are there for them, so they'll make them want to get up and get a job, get their lives together because they realize their life is changing. And the people who are like the parents who are not really there for them, they have it more harder because they're homeless or either they don't have no support.
Okay, so I'll chime in as a parent. As a parent, hearing a young girl from, I don't care if you're 9, however young, yes, there are some 9-year-olds. If you have a menstrual, you can get pregnant. So that's a very kind of like, how do you say? You don't know what you're going to do till you're faced with it. But I would want my girls to be able to come to talk to me about anything and feel like you're not going to be judged. Any parent will be upset. Yes, that's all about parenting. No parent want their child pregnant and in school. I wasn't a teenage parent, so I would not wish that on my girls to be a teenage parent. My son, who is now 18, he has made me a grandmother at 41. Yes, I'm 41. I know I don't look like it, right? Still got a little chuck in my book. But yes, he actually, came and told me about his girl being pregnant. But that was not easy. I also have an older daughter that I raised or whatever. Wasn't my birth daughter, but she was a daughter that I took in and raised her, and she became pregnant under my roof as well. That was the most devastating thing because I failed as a parent. Me being not a teenage parent, I had my first child at 24. I ended up getting my own place, my own car. I was working. I wasn't a burden to anybody. So when you have a baby too young, that's where the hurt comes from and the, anger comes from as a parent. Yes, mistakes can happen. You're human. You're growing up. You're growing into your body. You're, trying to understand what your body does and why you feel these, different things within that you can't fight. That's human. I will not knock you for that. But I raised my girls to wait. So yes, So I raised my girls to wait. I told them about waiting to marriage, waiting for the right one. If marriage doesn't happen before they lose their virginity, just know that that's something you have to deal with. Once you do it, it's no coming back from. You do not get your virginity back. I don't care what nobody tell you. Celibacy does not bring your virginity back. Once you do it, it's gone. So who you give it to is, I would say, very, very important. That you just basically research, not research. I'm sorry, wrong word. Just know that that person is worthy of what you're going to give them. Know that this little boy, or maybe it happens when you're an adult, that they're mature enough to understand what virginity means. It's a very sacred thing. It's a very personal thing. It's a very private thing. And it's a very precious thing. So who you give your virginity to is very important, that you and that person is on the same page. You're not doing it for that person. You're doing it because you feel this time in your life you're ready to lay down with that person. But at the same time, do it with protection. Be safe. And also, to go back, like I told them about the pregnancy. Us parents, we get upset because, like we say, we don't want you guys to be pregnant too young. When you're too young and pregnant, whose responsibility does it make? It makes it my responsibility. Because guess what? You guys can't get any assistance from the government until you're 18. Your assistance got to come from a parent. And if your parent makes a certain amount of money, you can't even get certain stuff because you're using, that parent income. Also, if you're still in school, you're going to be tired. How are you going to learn? You don't want to have to drop out to carry your child. Not saying because you drop out, it can't happen. I have siblings that had babies while they were in high school, and they were able to get their high school diploma and land a successful job and do great things or whatever after being a teenage mom. My sister was a teenage mom, and two of them actually, well, three was teenage moms, 15, 16, and I think 16. So they walked across the stage, they graduated, they got their high school diplomas. Even still, two of my nieces are college and high school and college graduates, no children. They're grown women doing great. So it can be a pro and a con. I just feel you guys have so much time. Why rush it? Boyfriends equals feelings. Not saying because you get a boyfriend you're going to have sex, but it comes with it. Some little boys feel, I got a girlfriend, I want to lay with her, I want to have sex and stuff like this or whatever. But it's up to you guys. You have to be firm with the boy and say, I'm not doing that. I just want a boyfriend for whatever reason, and sex doesn't come with me being your girlfriend. So when us parents are the way we are, it's hard to take, hey, my child is pregnant. No parent wants to hear that when your child isn't set up for the world yet. You don't have a job yet. You don't have your own, home. So when it's girls, the baby comes in the house. When it's boys, 9 times out of 10, the girl is out somewhere, not living with the parent, within our home. So no parent wants that for their children. It's not that we hate you guys. It's just we hate the decision you made, especially if the parent is teaching you the right way. We just feel, we know that's not the worst thing in the world, but it can mess up your world. So that's my take on why parents may not be so acceptable. But I do feel if that was to happen, young ladies out there, and you feel you have a parent that you can't talk to, there's someone you can talk to about that situation. You have to know your circle of friends and people. I have friends that got pregnant in high school and neighbors took them in because the parent was not having it. Kicked them out, or snuck and tried to go get them abortions and stuff like that. I feel when your child gets pregnant young, that's a family thing. That's a community thing. Like, we cannot sit and ostracize these girls. We can't throw stones at them like it's the worst thing in the world. That's the least thing. And me learning that, because you know, I went through an issue with my teenager who got pregnant in high school. She's now 20, and it messed up our relationship. Could I have handled it better? I think I could have handled it a lot better. But it was some things on her part as well that she felt she couldn't talk to me. So this is why these type of videos are important. I would hate to hear someone that I know or one of my girls' friends became pregnant and wasn't able to tell their parent, or you know, went out there and tried to make the decision on their own to either get rid of it, tried to sneak or whatever, had the baby, threw the baby away. All of these things are real, but nobody's talking about it. So we want to commit to making a community of a safe haven place where you can talk to somebody, you know, look around, see, hey, comment there if you want to reach out to talk to me. If you're liking the content that we're giving, you can get advice from my girls. You know, they are still virgins. So, you know, the goal is to wait. If it does happen, have a communication with your parents. When you think you're ready for a boyfriend, don't sneak and let nobody tell you, oh, your mama is so mean, she ain't gonna she ain't gonna be with it. You should know your parent yourself. When that time comes, even when it's time for you to have sex, before you lay down, have a conversation with your parent. Nobody's gonna throw stones at you, like I said, or kick you out the church because you feel like you're ready to give up your virginity. That's something that I learned. We didn't get a conversation. I didn't get a chance to talk to my parents because they were so strict in church, and they told me sex was for marriage. So you ain't got no business doing it anyway. We're not talking about that. Get out my face about that. So I'm trying to basically be transparent and just drop some knowledge in what I went through as a young girl, you guys' age. You know, nobody is perfect. So the feelings that you're having, it's natural, it's real. It comes with growth. It comes with having a menstrual. So we're going to talk about all these topics. We can't do everything in this one segment, but we hope you enjoyed our show tonight. We're going to come back for another show on tomorrow. Like I said, if you guys have any topics, any questions you want answered, whether it be to me or Danitra or Brianna, we're willing to take a segment out of one of our shows, and we're going to dedicate the segment with some questions that you guys ask. So this should be interesting. Like I say, girls, have a conversation. Find somebody that you trust, that you can talk with, that no judgment. No judgment. We are all women, girls. We are all in this population of women. We are trying to build, not tear down. So find someone that you can actually talk to on a day-to-day basis with some things that you may not be able to talk to your parent about. Like my girls say, sometimes we're scared. You shouldn't be scared to talk to anyone. You know, it's easier said than done because us parents do come off a little roughy or whatever. But, you know, like we said, once again, thank you for watching. Don't be too critical. This was our first try. So hopefully it comes out to be something that is longevity. Bye, YouTubers.
Who are you? Gotta do my hand thing.